Thank you very much, Greg, and I also want to acknowledge that Dan Cregan, a member for Carville, is the neighbouring seat, is with us. On the 20th of December last year, many people in this community were immediately shocked to discover the fire and the fury, the speed of the blaze that started in Cudlee Creek and headed south and has burnt over 20,000 hectares and changed many lives. We have lost in excess of 80 homes. We've lost hundreds of buildings. There's hardly a primary producer in the area or a small business that hasn't been impacted either by direct loss or indeed by economic loss. And it's been a very significant challenge for 7 weeks for our community. I think that the scale of the devastation was then only accentuated when we saw what happened on Kangaroo Island, which of course is also in Rebekah's electorate from the 3rd of January. So there's been significant loss, and the way that we have come together is so important for so many people in this community who have experienced that loss.
Well, today is about rebuilding and renewal, and when you were driving here today you would have seen that the green shoots are coming through and we're getting some sprouts of new growth on our leaves. Thank you for coming and sharing your time with us today. It means so much to us in our community, and I'd also just like us to thank the CFS, the SES, and all of the volunteers today who have made today happen, because things like this don't just happen by magic.
The idea for today's concert actually came about on, I think it was the 22nd of December. There was a public meeting run by the CFS across the road in the Birdwood Institute, and Rebekah and I and Dan were obviously there as the local members. Mayor Ann Ferguson and Mayor Jan Claire Wisdom were there from Mount Barker and Adelaide Hills, and Paul Rees, who's the head of the National Motor Museum, was there, and talking at the end of the meeting, which was dealing with issues that were so important at the time, like how quickly is the power coming back on, how quickly is the water coming back on, when are the roads going to open. But right, even then we knew that actually recovery was going to be a very long process. And an event such as today, where we could get a concert together, something joyful, something people could bring their families to, and an opportunity to raise money as well, but an opportunity in particular to share, to come together, to enjoy each other's company, to enjoy some great music, to support some of the local businesses who have their stalls at the back over the bridge, or indeed just here, was something that we greatly desired. So to everybody who's come along today, whether you're from this local community, the broader Adelaide Hills area, or if you've come up from town, we've got somebody who's come from Brisbane to be here today to share some camaraderie and to give some money. So thank you to all of you for that amazing work.
So relax, have a great time this afternoon. We have lots of bands coming up. The Wanderers, Becky Cole, huge favourite of mine. Can't wait to see Becky. And enjoy today. And thank you to Paul, to Greg, and to Brenton and everyone involved. Thank you.
Thank you.